check this out. Kick off the back-to-school season with rare books worth learning from Michael Zubal. He's here from Zubal Books. Last time you were here, you had a book that was printed in gold.
That's right.
All these treasures. This is like art, but between a text.
This is art and education coming together to elevate young minds.
Yeah, so we're talking about going back to school, talking about books and all that. So what's this book here and what's relevant?
So before we experienced or had textbooks, young minds were taught with fables, and this is what I consider the most famous fable book, Aesop's Fable. Did Aesop really exist? We really don't know, but these were a bunch of fables put together over the eons, and this is an exceptional example.
It looks like it's tailored leather.
This is a fine binding by one of Britain's most important modern binders, Arthur Johnson, and this is a limited edition. You can see the covers are beautiful. The paper is exceptional and bright and clean. So kids were taught by fables before they sat in classrooms and learned from books.
Would you sell that book?
Yes, I'd sell this. It's about a $3,000 book because of the binding primarily. But as we're talking about back to school, fresh starts, young minds, fables were important up until about the 17th century. This is an early textbook. This is called a primer, and this is from 1777.
I'll put my hand there just to see how big this is. I mean, it's a tiny
thing, and it's kind of worn because in the old days, young kids used these and passed them on to their siblings and their neighbors in their classrooms.
You can carry it in your pocket.
You can, and it was mobile. So as opposed to today's Kindles and those kinds of things, this was easily available and handed down from generation to generation.
If you were to sell this book, what would the value be?
The 1700s editions of the New England Primer sell for about $20,000 these days.
Wow.
They're exceptionally rare and scarce.
It's much better than my Reader Digest books I have at my home.
We'll talk about those later. Moving on, here's an American and English favorite. This is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. This is the first American edition. This sells for around $6,000. Charlotte Bronte was a denizen of English boarding school. She went to Lowood Academy, where they treated her roughly, and a lot of her experiences are in Jane Eyre, translated into the fictional character of Jane Eyre.
So you know why Michael's so smart here? Because of the books, right?
Well, I try to pay attention.
Oh my goodness, he's just a wealth of knowledge.
Sometimes I pick up a book and learn something more. Jane Eyre becomes a school marm at Lowood Academy and turns it around, makes it a really decent place to send your orphan children or the kids from down the street. So,
okay, we're closing on that 30-second thing.
You got it.
So what's this?
This is one of my favorites. This is Dr. Seuss, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. You can see this young lad coming or going from school. He's got his book in his hand, and he's looking to learn. I learned a lot growing up, or as a young person, from Dr. Seuss books. And
first edition?
And this is a second printing. However, it is inscribed by Dr. Seuss to a person at some point in time.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
So that it has its dust jacket. It's in decent shape. And it's signed by Dr. Seuss. This sells for around $3,000 these days.
So if you bought this book, would you put it in a frame, in a box frame or something like that?
I would put it in a glassine dust jacket wrapper and keep it out of the basement and keep it out of the attic. And,
or I'll show you back to buy it, or your son would be, or your next generation.
That's right.
Your next generation.
Or would they forget about it?
What's this?
So this is more Dr. Seuss. So if you pay attention and learn your ABCs by reading Cat in a Hat and Hop on Pop,
you are a wealth of knowledge.
You become a genius.
There you go.
You become a genius. And this is Are You a Genius? It was illustrated by Dr. Seuss. And this is actually written for adults. Speaking of which, this is the 7 Lady Godivas. Totally adult-oriented. There are naked people in it. So this wasn't...
What do you think of that, John?
This wasn't issued for school kids, unlike this. Mulberry Street is Dr. Seuss's first children's book. and then Cat in the Hat followed, and all the other ones. So prior to this book, he was writing and illustrating for the entertainment of adults, amazingly enough.
There's never enough time to talk to Michael Zubal about Zubal Books. So if you want to get in touch with, there's the website right there. You go there and you just drown in all the knowledge you
That's
have.
very nice of you to say, David.
It's beautiful, man. Thank
Wonderful. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, it's terrific. Come back again. I hope you do soon. Okay, more than just coffee, folks.